Okay, sorry for the silent start there. I should have probably got set up before I started. Anyway, I am just playing a quick Pioneer League, red-black mid. I've been trying to get Grixis to work, and the mana's just not there, and I accidentally yielded through my turn. Whoops. That's what I get for focusing on this instead of paying attention. So they're on blue-red Prowess, which is a pretty good deck. Man, that was a big oof. Okay. So they were probably holding up this. I mean, we're going to play this to my advantage. So now I do get to stomp one of these since they're not going to have access. I'm not going to pretend I faded that and like knew what I was doing. I probably should have played this, played Bloodline Harvester, and then leave it up to block. Man, that's what I get. This was really impromptu, hence why I seem all over the place. The music turned up? No, it is not. There we go. There we go. Some sweet, sweet royalty-free music. So let's see if we can pull this out. That punt on my end may cost me the game. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to draw my third land ever cast my blood pressure on it. I mean, if I don't, I have 2 plays. I have Red Bull and the Bloodline Harvester, so that's fine. So that's not the worst. Self-Card Mage is pretty good. Because that means any removal spell they tag on any of my guys is going to go through. Yep. Leaving up blue. Oh, cool. Haunted Bridge. Not punished. Well, not entirely punished. I'm not to the point where I should leave a 4 so I can use a double spell here, I believe. So I guess we just go for the trades. If they have a Strangle, that's fine. Really, this isn't a bad matchup. No, wait. These are the same thing, because this one just has haste and prowess. We're gonna make them have it. Yep. Pause this real quick. I just realized the audio may not be usable for this because I totally have my speakers on. I am such an airhead. There we go. Let's turn down the volume a bit. No. Okay, hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh. While it is tempting to Fable here, I think we do have to just keep going for the 2-for-1s. Luckily, Bone Crusher is a built-in 2-for-1, as so Shock at 2 mana is fine. It's not the greatest, but it's fine. It does work. I guess we can start streaming, why not? So, we're just playing some red-black mid. Get on here playing some red-black mid. Let's see. Nope, just gonna do this on my phone. Whatever. I don't care. I should probably be paying more attention. Swing in for Prowess, yup. God, getting a Fatal Push would be really sick right now. I mean, they've been leaving up interaction the whole time, so it's not the worst. But it's not great. We're not doing the hottest, but yeah. Okay. Okay, we have Power Word Kill. They have Gigantha. I think actually just because, again, I'm probably misplaying. I probably should have played this to generate value and just taken some beats, but honestly, the fact that I'm doing okay and I'm barely paying attention is very, very telling. Not that the player's bad, it's more so just that, like, I am barely paying attention. Okay. That's good. That's a red-white heroic card. That's very good. So if they have a pile of those, they might be able to get me. Next turn, if they end up tapping out, let's give trample. That's pretty good. They end up tapping out. Ooh, nice. They probably just drew that. Okay. Because why would you leave the Prowess? Okay, Treasure Cruise, yep. So if they tap out, the play is obviously going to be to Dreadbore one of these, otherwise... I don't know, I really need to draw land is what needs to happen here. Okay, go ahead, fire, yep. Yep. That gets me really, really low, so... In an ideal world, I draw land, or not shock land ideally. Yep. And I mean, I guess I can shock at one and then die to anything. So, this game was lost to me punting, and then they have a Dan the Bugbear, so I'm double super messed up here. So, the play is... They're either going to be able to activate or do that. Okay, so it's going to be Dreadbore. Chandra was really tempting, but obviously we also need a blocker, so... Again, this game was lost because I wasn't paying attention at the beginning, and I really should have played better. And it's weird how crucial that turn 1 and 2 is, because having this out on curve rather than just punting through it or being able to leave up Bone Crusher. Okay, they might... They go wide. They have exactly enough to activate Den the Bugbear. Okay, and that's game. Okay, so let's see what we can get going here in red-black. So, Thoughtseize is actually not going to be good here. Go blanks are fine. This is about card quantity at this point. Legion's End is also a perfectly cromulent card. That said, Red Cap melees are really efficient too. These are 2-for-1s. I can probably get away with Duress in my deck. Legion's End. Yes, I believe Legion's End is fine. It's sorcery speed, so we're gonna drop Blood Chief's. Exile. Fatal Pushes are fine. Strangle's not going to be as good. Legion's End is fine. Bloodtide Harvester's fine. Dreadbore's a little slow. They can also run walkers, though. Probably Dreadbore. Croxa's not super hot right now. It's going to be a little slower than we want to be. Graveyard Trespasser we need for the life gain. Maybe go down 1 Legion's End, keep it at 1. Duress, Fatal Push. Duress is a 1-for-1. I should have known better. Go down Dreadbore, stay up. Legion's End. Down one of these, go. So I was listening to the Dive Down, and they, or no, it wasn't the Dive Down, it was Faithless Brewing, and they were talking about how Fable the Mirror Breaker is really good, but having it on the draw feels miserable. And I can kind of relate, not because last game I was on the play, but because I essentially punted that. And just went past a turn without playing land or anything. I essentially became like I was on the draw, and there was just no good opportunity to play it. So even though we would ideally like to start with Den of the Bugbear, we're going to start by playing Bladestep Pathway, so that way if they have anything, I'm able to push it. Though, if they're playing like last time, they're probably gonna... Nope. Yep. Last time they didn't play out their Monastery Swift Spears, which was very strange, considering that it almost is like a free spell for them. So I could have played Bloodtithe Harvester, but that just sets up for another Monastery Swift Spear and a burn spell. Sprite Dragon. Okay. So this game is going to be very different than the last one. We're going to be decidedly in control. And this is probably what they were talking about. So right now, I'm going to play this, play out this, and now I can actually develop. And I don't need to really worry about leaving up this, so, or I can play this. So next turn, I'm going to leave it open to double or triple spell. Possibly more, thanks to the Goblin token. Being able to swing and get treasures. Ideally, we want to draw into our Graveyard Trespassers, because even though it's only incidental life gain, against a deck like Blue-Red Prowess, it's very good to be able to gain life. Man, I remember when this deck used to run Stormwing Entity. And so we used Stomp last turn because, obviously, if this thing pumps up, it gets out of control really fast. Interesting, okay. What we want is removal, so yes, we're going to discard. And we'll discard here. Yup, there we go. That's great. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We can attack. Get my treasure token. Okay, and now because this is a game of card quantity, this Graveyard Trespasser is going to be really brutal. Because I'm going to be gaining life. I'm also going to be... It also costs a full card to deal with it. And now we get to... I can play a Blood Tithe Harvester, but I can leave up Fatal Push now, which is going to be really sick. Yep. And it does mean that Sprite Dragon now has to race against us. And I am on curve to flip this Fable. See, it's, again, when you don't punt, it's amazing how well you can do at a game. But let's take a look. So next turn I'm going to be able to flip, which would be really nice, because that means I can play a Blood Tithe Harvester and then essentially get a Blood Tithe Harvester at the same turn. Here, there we go, Ancestral Anger. We're going to let him pump up his guy as much as they want. We're going to try to push it, depending on what they leave up. Oh, let's see here. Okay, they played a land. So we're going to do this. This is an infect trick, so you're probably asking, why would I take damage when they could cast now? With Infect, you do want to not play into a counterspell that would also pump it. Or not Infect. You essentially wouldn't want to play into Vines of Vastwood, which would also pump it. So you do this at end step, so that way if they do have a way to pump it or counter it, they're doing it then and not getting the pump now. That'll give us a whole nother turn to, yep, see, Spell Pierce. So I can't pay Spell Pierce, so that's fine. Nope. Nope. Let's see, next turn... Oh, this is gonna be sick. I flip this. I have more than enough mana to punish them. I think actually the play is just to swing out. Next turn I'm going to be able to activate Kiki Jiki. So we're going to swing out with Team and put pressure on them. And next turn I'm going to be able to Blood Tithe Harvester, make a copy of Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, Reckless Rage, yep. Cool. So I'm not going to get an extra Goblin token. I, however, am going to be able to get copies of Graveyard Trespasser, or again, Blood Tithe Harvester. They're put in a weird position where all their eggs are in this one basket, so if I draw any kind of my removal... What should I keep in? So I got rid of Dreadbore, right? Okay, that's fine. So it's swinging at 6 at a time, and that means every turn I'm getting... Yeah, I'll be fine. I should be more worried, but I'm not. Always yield. We're going to grab Monster, Swift Spear, and gain some life. So they're now top decking with a giant creature, which is pretty good. It's not a bad place to be. I'm on 3 lands, so I'll have enough to make a copy of Blood Tithe Harvester, copy again. And I have Graveyard Glutton now, so that's great. I do appreciate the fact that my opponent didn't punt a Braid. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I am on a 2 to 3 turn clock now, so that's rough. Life comes at you fast, and then some. That's rough. Okay. So if they draw any spell next turn, we're dead, unless I eat... Oh, I don't have any of my own creatures in here. Okay, well that sucks. We'll get Ancestral Anger and Reckless Rage. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. So we are playing Bone Crusher. So they have no way to deal with Graveyard Glutton, because they would need a discard to cost. They need exactly one spell, so if they have a spell, they kill us. If they draw anything else, we kill them. Okay, so they got it. They got it. Well, that's my bad. I probably was reckless to swing in like that, but whatever. Yep, they got us. GG. Oof, rough game 1.